Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Dowsey. I'm Dowsey LeMay. Thank you to all you beautiful souls out there that are watching my videos, following me, subscribing, commenting, and liking. I really appreciate the love and support here as I continue on my journey. So thank you. Also, if you like this content, head on over to Facebook or Instagram at Spiritual Dowsey. I put different content out there that you might resonate with as well. So today I want to just do a general check-in and understand and give you kind of insight what I feel is happening in our world vibrationally, but also give you, emphasize that we need more than any other time to find discernment for ourselves, but also to find that connection to oneness, that aspect of us that has always been there and has always loved us, that has the knowing and the truth about who we are, that higher self, that soul within you that is always been here since the beginning. So before I do that, understand that these are my truths and my experiences that have guided me down my own spiritual path. They don't have to be yours, so use your own discernment, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. But keep an open mind. Okay, so more so than any time today, we are being bombarded with information and we are having very chaotic times. Or this period right now, we're going through a quarantine with this viral outbreak and information that's out there, and there's just so much information that's coming to us. And what I can tell you is that what we get face value, what we hear in the news, the first thing that we see, don't take it for what it is. There's so much more going on behind the scenes that we may not be aware of. There's so much energetics that's being played out. There's so much more spiritual information that's behind the scenes, and there's so much more being done behind the scenes than what we are being told. So I want to just say that because a lot of people are just reading things and just taking it for what it is and integrating that in their physical body, in their energetic field. And as a creator, you're just using that information to create more stuff. And a lot of that stuff happens to be around fear. So I just did a video about fear, about not making big decisions in fear. And the reason is because that energy is very myopic, it's very constricted, it becomes very short-sighted, and you can't make long-term decisions in that space, right? So don't take everything for what it is. When you see it face value, understand that there's so much more going on behind the scenes that you may not know that is contributing to these storylines, right? And all of us are creators. We are all creating our reality, and there is our experience in the collective is a culmination of all of us creating our reality, right? So not one person is going to hold the truth, because all of us as source beings are creating our reality in our own truth. So our collective experience is a bunch of truths, a bunch of experiences and energetics and timelines that are being presented to us. And in that energy that's being presented to us, some of that information is very low vibrational, has an agenda to it, and wants to keep you in fear and in a state of being that is beneficial to whatever that creator is. And there's other information out there that is high vibrational that also has an agenda to it, but it may be for your highest good. How are you able to determine that, right? How are you able to determine what is coming to you with all this information and all this energetics? You need to have discernment. You need to be able to discern the information that's coming through you. And just like I said, when it's coming to you face value, you have to be able to discern that there's a lot more going on to it, and you need to figure out how that's going to be used for your own purpose, how you are going to integrate that information, and whether or not that is for your highest good. The only way you're going to find discernment, the only way you're going to find true north for you is through doing inner work. You cannot have true north within you if you don't do the inner work. You cannot find discernment within this world that we're living in if you don't do the inner work. Why? You're holding on to, most likely, unconscious programs that have been patterned in your life, and they are playing out and you are creating with that energy, right? And if you are creating with that energy and you have people who are creating other energetic matches to that energy, the likelihood for you to have true north is going to be shooting left and right, because you're going to be energetically triggered to act within that energy. You're going to be pulled, you're going to be matched, and you're going to move in that direction, and you're going to become hijacked in some level, right? If you are holding on to traumatic, repressed aspects, energetics that you have not wanted to look at, the dark aspects of you that you don't want to see, the things that you've been running from, which is the hurt, the pain, the rejection, all that aspects of you, you are going to have a bunch of other energetics that are going to be a match to that frequency, and it's going to send you into 20 million directions. It's going to trigger you, and you are not going to be able to find the highest good for you, because energetically speaking, you are going to be pulled into that direction, and your true north is going to be all over the place. You have to be able to become aware of your programs, to do your inner work, to heal and integrate the energies that you've been repressing, to be able to raise your frequency, and to become conscious throughout your day, to become conscious with your intentions and your words, to become conscious with the energy that you're putting out there, to be conscious of the things that you are going to allow within your energetic field. That's how you find discernment. You find discernment for what is true for you, and that can only be done by removing all the ego aspects of you that have been traumatized, to remove all the deep-seated stuff that has been held you down in a unconscious pattern, so that when you come into this world today, you have a sense of self, you know your self-worth, you know where you are, you understand more about you, and you're conscious, and you can say, oh, look, there's all these different timelines that are being presented to me. I feel like this is very low vibrational, this doesn't match with me, but this does, it feels very vibrational, it brings me joy and love, and I'm going to connect with that. That's why I make these videos, to help you become more sovereign in your energy, so that you can find discernment and you can find more peace and balance and love, and guide you through these difficult times. On top of that, what I will say is, I'm trying to make you go in your inner work so that you can find the aspect of you that has always been there. The aspect of you that is true. The thing that, the essence that is source being, the creator within you, that has been there since the beginning, that has been there forever, that is eternal. The one that has been through more things, infinite ways and probabilities of how your life has go. All the experiences in the world in the now moment exists within you. So when you're going through a very difficult time, when things in your outer world and the external world are all over the place, you can find the aspect of you that has the strength, the power, the love, the connection to get you through the things that are difficult in your life. It is only through you to be able to find that aspect to you that allows you to connect to oneness, to allow you to connect to the aspect of compassion and unity, one that is higher vibrational than what is where we are, which is separation and fear. It's only through finding you and doing your inner work and connecting with your higher self and the aspect and the essence of that is connected to source, that you are going to be able to rise above these times and find compassion and love for the things that are going to be presented to you in your reality. I say that because more than ever, I truly believe that we are going to be presented in our reality a bunch of information that are likely going to shock us, okay? As we as individuals, as light and energy is coming into our world, we are having our vibration moving up. And that is pushing out all of our darkness, all of our aspects of us that we have not been wanting to look at. The pain, the hurt, the suffering, the limitations, the ego attachments that we've held on to that we haven't been wanting to look at is being brought to the forefront for us to integrate. It feels pretty crappy when we're going through that, but that's what this light does. The old adage says that the brighter the light, the darker the shadow or the bigger the shadow. So as more light and more energy is coming in and you are raising your frequency and raising your light, you are going to see all your darkness come out, right? And internally, we need to work on that to heal it so that we can bring oneness to ourselves. The same aspect is happening in the collective. We are bringing a lot of light to this planet, and all the dark stuff that we have been unaware of. And the reason why we've been unaware of is because we as a creator have not been wanting to look at it. We are bringing up all these really dark things that are happening in the world. Things that we could never even imagine, that have been hidden in plain sight, but we just haven't been able to look at it. So these are things I don't want to mention here, but I highly recommend that you do your research on it. These are things about things that have been the horrifying things that we've done, that has been being done to children, to women, to just general populations, to corruption, corporate malfeasance. I mean, you name it, the darkness is going to come out, and the likelihood of us finding out about that is high probability as we move along, right? And what is that going to do to you and anybody else who hasn't been aware of it? You're going to feel like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you. You're going to feel like your world is collapsing. You're going to feel like the outer world of which you have found your safety and your security in that existence is likely going to crumble. And when that happens, you're going to be left feeling very vulnerable, scared, angry, frustrated. You're going to go through like this grieving process, most likely, and you're going to wonder, almost feel like you are lost. And I make these videos because I want you to start that process of finding the inner peace within you, finding the connection to source that has always been there, that has always had the love and the light for you, to offer you the strength and the mental fortitude and the power and the will to get you through these difficult times. And for you to find compassion within yourself and compassion within your other inner circles and the people that you have in your life to help everyone else to get through these difficult times. So spend the time now, more than any, going through this work, working through your stuff so that you can find discernment. Because when the time comes, when all these things come out and you feel lost, connecting with yourself, connecting with the essence that has always been there, that loves you and has the light and the strength and all that to get you through what you need, is going to offer you also the ability to have you discern on how to move forward in your life, to grasp the things that makes the most sense to you, to grasp the things that makes, to give you guidance and discern for the things that give you the highest good in your life. That's going to be truly important. And I implore you, when we're sitting still and we're forced to do that, you're going to have a lot of things come out. You're going to want to work on those things because there's a lot more energy coming and there's a lot more stuff that's going to be brought to our forefront that you're going to be shocked by. And in those times, your higher self, and the only way to get through that is doing the work through you. That's the only pathway out of what we're going to be experiencing, is going through you. Okay? So to help also confirm the things that I was feeling, to help confirm the things that I'm talking about here, I decided to pull a card. I just needed a little bit of guidance to say, is this true what I'm going to be sharing? And I opened up my Oracle deck for the Lightworkers Oracle deck. I was shuffling through, and this card popped out. I don't know if you can see it right here. This is the Dark Angel card. Look at this beautiful card. It popped out while I was shuffling, and this is such a great confirmation for the things that we're going through right now. Look at this person, this angel, holding itself, knowing that it is in perfect divine protection. It is loved within the surrounding area, which is darkness, right? The Dark Angel card is a perfect synchronization, confirmation for the things that we're going through and the things that I'm trying to tell you. In times of darkness where we feel that things are going all out all over the place and you're getting so much information and there's agendas and vibrations that are all potentially with dark and low vibrational agendas, you have to become the angel within the darkness. And the only way to become the angel within the darkness is for you to do your inner work, to find the aspect to you that has always been there, to know that whatever you're going through and all this information, whether it be we're having viral outbreaks, potential martial law, people who are being arrested, information about things and people that you had never even heard of, and you're going to look inward and see the darkness within you to heal that, to be the light and to trust what you have inside you to heal and move forward in your life, to get the discernment, to give you the strength, the fortitude through these times that are going to be very characterized by chaos, protest, anxiety, turmoil, major energy shifts, changes. And the Dark Angel card, exactly confirmation for the things that we are being called to do. To trust that we have the aspect, the angel within us, to be the angel in the darkness, to work on ourselves, that we have the strength within us to get us through, and that we can find oneness and compassion and discernment as we move through our world. So I hope that helps you. If you guys have any questions, by all means, reach out to me, subscribe to my video, and also leave a comment, like it, hit the bell so that you get notifications of what else is happening. Yeah, so hope that helps you. Take care. I love you. Talk to you soon.